The 1975 film Jaws is an all-time classic directed by Steven Spielberg. Brody is a police chief of a small town in Amity Island. Tensions rise between him and the mayor of the town, Vaughn, due to shark attacks that are happening at the beach. Today, I will tell you some interesting facts behind the scenes of Jaws. Jaws was one of Spielberg's first successful films. However, Steven Spielberg was not originally going to be the director of the film. Instead, Jake Richards was going to be. However, when Richards was in a meeting, he said that the opening shot would have the camera come out of the water and show the town. Then the whale would come out of the water. He got fired after the meeting. The producers said they would not work with someone who did not know the difference between a whale and a shark. Jaws was originally planned to be released for Christmas of 1974. However, Jaws instead opened on June 20th, 1975. Because filming ran over the shooting schedule, its release was pushed back to summer of the following year. Back in 1975, summer was traditionally when the worst movies were dumped into theaters, as Americans typically enjoyed the outdoors instead. But the film was so good, beachgoers actually flocked to see it, and the movie became the highest grossing film of all time up to that point. It became the first movie to gross over $100 million in theatrical rentals, and thus the summer blockbuster was born. Although the movie is set in midsummer, producers began filming in early May 1974 to avoid an actors' strike that was scheduled to begin July 1st. If you look closely in the background of some scenes, you can see trees with no leaves, indicating that it was not summer. The scene at the dinner table between Brody and Hooper featured real red wine. Usually movies use red grape juice. This was a prank by prop master Bill Petrada. Roy and Richard did not say a word and got drunk for real shooting the scene, to Steven Spielberg's confusion. The crew became so frustrated with the constant setbacks making the movie, they referred to the film as flaws. The original shooting schedule for Jaws was 58 days, but it grew a lot more to 159 days. Spielberg was so frustrated by the mechanical shark's frequent malfunctions, he had another name for it, the Great White Turd. The first day the model shark was used, it sank to the bottom of the ocean. It needed a great deal of maintenance and didn't appear very terrifying. Spielberg recalled, "I had no choice but to figure how to tell the story without using the shark." And he reasoned that it's what we don't see which is truly terrifying. During the display in which Richard Dreyfuss and Robert Shaw compare battle scars, Roy Scheider lifts up his shirt to reveal an appendix incision. This was not prosthetic, but Scheider's own scar. The faint roaring sound that can be heard after the shark is blown up at the end of the movie was also used by Spielberg in Duel, when that film's villainous truck falls off a cliff. Most of the film was shot handheld to best show the ocean's swell. Spielberg shot roughly 25% of the film from water level to provide the viewers with a perspective as if they were treading water. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more interesting facts and behind the scenes of your favorite movies.